right, Gabby, in the next 10 minutes, you and I are going to write as many ideas of what we want to do for our summer breaks. We're going to put it down in this digital whiteboard called Miro, and we're going to use the sticky notes feature here to write some ideas down. I'm going to say work out 3 times per week for 30 minutes each. And in the next 10 minutes, we just want to write one idea per sticky note. And if you and I get stuck, we can think of these questions of what do you want to do for yourself during this break? What activities will make you happy to do? When your break finishes, what would you like to look back on that you did? And after the 10 minutes, we'll talk through our ideas and segment them based on when we want to start them. Ready to start? All right, let's do it.
A few minutes later.
All right, 1 minute. Maybe think of the last things that would make you happy that you did when you look back at the end of your summer. Okay, last idea, last idea. Okay, wow, we have a lot of awesome ideas here. I am noticing that a lot of the things you have are like really specific for your health, for your social life, for your academics. Did you see anything that you noticed from mine that maybe helped you out with yours?
Yours are also pretty specific, like work out 3 times per week for 30 minutes. Make one YouTube video per month. So I kind of like did some of that, like work out at gym with my friends 1 to 2 times per week for an hour each. So like it's very specific, like a SMART goal.
I think now that we have this like working list, we can use this as a starting point to game plan when we want to do these activities. And at the bottom of the board here, we have categories of when we want to do these. We want to either start it this week, start it before June ends, before July ends, or start it anytime like throughout the summer. For example, for me, the all of summer that I'm gonna do is this workout 3 times per week because I want this to be consistent. I don't want it to just be this week and then I don't do it again. I want it to be all of the summer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger so we can really put our ideas down like this. And when you're ready, start putting your own sticky notes of when you would like to start these, or if you would like it to be consistent throughout your entire summer break.
Oh, those are when you want them to start or when you want to be done with them?
When you want to start, ideally.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now let's just go through each of these categories. So with this week, what are some of the things that you put that you want to be able to finish before, let's say, next Sunday?
Okay, first, figure out my outfit plus makeup for Pride. Pride is literally next weekend, so I need to figure it out. I have my nails, like my nail inspo already done, but I need my outfit and what makeup I'm gonna do. Then set aside 2 to 4 hours a day to study for summer bio and stop studying by 11 p.m. I usually stop studying by 12 a.m. and I don't want to do that because one of my other goals is to get 7 hours of sleep every day. If I stop studying at 12 a.m., that's not possible. I'm taking summer accelerated bio and it's a lot of work.
Nice. Yeah, I think earlier you asked about, should we segment these based on when we want to start it or when we want to end it by? The reason I wanted it to be more about when we want to start it is so we can be intentional in making progress. And sometimes when you goal set and you think about, okay, I want to complete it by this date, sometimes it can feel overwhelming when you have so many things by that date. But if you tell yourself that these are the things I do want to start by this time, then it's a little bit more specific and a little bit more action driven. And then in terms of by end of June, what did you have?
I put learn how to invest plus budget, aka limit my spending on boba and matcha lattes per month. I spend a lot on drinks. I need to stop doing that. And also, one of my goals every single time I worked over the summer, so since 2022, was to learn how to invest, and I still haven't done that. So I need to start doing that. And then get my youth clipper card for BART plus Samtrans because I want to explore more places outside of SF, and the youth clipper card makes things a lot cheaper for me.
The investing one and budget, I know you've had that in mind last year too, and even throughout your sophomore year. What do you think is like the smallest thing you can do to get started on that?
Maybe like create a spreadsheet of all the things I love spending on, like drinks.
Okay, so it sounds like you want to be able to track all of your expenses, the things you spend. And I know you have a summer job, so do you want to include like how much you're getting paid as well?
Yeah. And then I was also planning to work over the school year, so also keeping that in mind.
Nice. Yes, I think there's really great budget templates that I can share with you and you can experiment with it. We're recording this at June 22nd, so I think we have about a week and a half left. So I think that small task, fingers crossed, is enough time for you to get that started with the spreadsheet. I think mainly for me with end of June, I was thinking about what's coming up. So my anniversary is early July, so I think it'd be good for me to start / even create this anniversary gift that is pending to be created. And then, as you know, Pride weekend is this upcoming weekend, so that would be fun to spend time with friends. And in terms of planning ahead, I think a lot of my friends are starting to have their own activities in the rest of the summer. So being able to put a date down and block that for my friends early as possible will really make sure that we can all do that together. And I think by end of June, now I'm looking at it, actually finish a book. I should put that by like end of July instead of actually finish a book, I should probably say by end of June, I'm gonna start a book because I cannot finish a book by end of June since I don't really read that often. Okay, let's do July.
By end of July, well, I don't know. The first one is still pending goal because I wanted to get a creative hobby to spend my time doing instead of binge watching TV shows. I really want to learn how to make press-on nails because I love nails, but I don't like spending a bunch of money on sets. I want to like be able to reuse my sets and be able to have a lot of them and also be able to like not have them as long term. That's why I want to learn how to design and make press-on nails as well as figure out cheaper alternatives because it's $300 to start out. And that's a lot.
That is rough.
So I might have to sacrifice the Korean gels, but it's okay because $300 is crazy. Anyways, yeah, but that's something I wanted to start doing because my goal is to be good enough at press-on nails to make my own nails for Hoka and prom. And then next is to look into scholarships to apply for college and make a list for it, just so I have an idea of what I should apply for throughout my junior year, so I'm not like cramming it in between junior / senior year summer. Finish my summer assignments, LOL. Or I should say start my summer assignments. I want to start my summer assignments after summer bio and my ACT ends because I don't have the energy to also do my summer assignments on top of all of that.
Do you want to change it up to say start rather than finish?
And then lastly is have one summer sleepover with friends at my sister's house. That's been a goal and hopefully we can make it around 4 days or something because I only work 4 days out of the week, so we'll see.
Yeah, the press-on nails, I'm curious, what is the smallest thing that you think you can do to get started on that?
The main things I need are nail tips. I did get a pack of 500 of them. My thought process on that was I could just have a lot of practice nails, even if they're not my size, and then give them to people. Anyways, so yeah, nail tips. I'm only getting one shape, like, and this is the most popular shape, which is almond. And then I need the primary colors of all the gels, of all the gel polishes. And I need a nail lamp, I need brushes, I need buffers, I need isopropyl alcohol.
So that sounds like
It's a lot.
a good long list, and it's good you already have the list, but to make action on that, is it ordering it? Is it ordering 20% of that list?
Yeah, I think ordering it, but I'm waiting for my first full paycheck to come in. Actually, I honestly could start ordering it now because I have an $100 gift card, so I might order stuff now. I could do ordering by end of June for some of it, not all of it, because I won't be able to buy everything with my $100 gift card. I'll probably just get the gels because those are coming from Korea.
Yeah. Then if you want, you can make that sticky note just to hold yourself accountable that this is a small thing that I want to do before June ends. To wrap up my end, I think by end of June, it would be great to have started swimming, and perhaps it's a stretch goal to swim at least 3 times by the end of July. And I can also play basketball, and then at least this celebrating part is technically in August, but I think we could start to plan how to celebrate, since my brother-in-law will be finishing up his internship by early August, and I think it would be great to celebrate. Okay, so all of summer is pretty popular. What did you have here?
First, I put workout at gym with my friends once 2 times per week for an hour each, because one of my friends has a really nice gym membership that allows +1s. Yeah. And then next was to hang out with friends at least once a week. specifically outside of summer bio, because I need a social life. Yeah. And I just like seeing my friends. Next is to explore more of the Bay Area with friends and family, maybe try barding places and especially nature. I have a Bay Area bucket list with my friends, and a lot of them are nature places, and we haven't gone to the majority of the list. So that's a goal for this summer. To get a lot of those checked off. Next is get at least 7 hours of sleep every day. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I need my sleep. Next is hang out with my sister and her wife. Go to Monterey Bay Aquarium, question mark, question mark. I also still owe them ice cream, lol. Also self-explanatory. Hang out with parents at least once a week. I want to hang out with my parents and like try to have a family day at least once a week and like set aside time for that. So like I'm not skipping it to do study or anything. Like actually have set aside time. And lastly is to try to learn a lot at my summer internship and make connections. I want to learn a lot about the different labor laws that each team enforces, and also learn more about website development and administrative stuff because I haven't really done that before, and just make connections with people at City Hall because I want to pursue political science.
Awesome. I love how everything you have into all of summer is consistency based of how many times you want to work out with your friends, how many times you want to hang out with our parents. And I think having this break where things feel structured, but there's things that also aren't. Fingers crossed, after you finish summer biology, you don't have intensive assignments, or when you finish your ACTs, you don't have like intensive studying for that you can really be intentional in crossing off your Bay Area bucket list and finally giving us ice cream that you owe us, which I would really love. So I think for me, the consistency piece is the working out 3 times per week, maintaining the weekly chores. I think this one I've been doing well, but it's just a good reminder that this should be something that like I strive for every week. The 1 YouTube video per month, you're a big help for my June video, so thank you. And I think it keeps me really balanced when I also see my friends and family. And I think the cadence of how often this happens can vary, but I think generally weekly with friends. And I do hang out with you all more than once a month, but it's just a starting point to start lower, so then I also feel good when I do more of these hangouts. Okay, so I think we're pretty much at the wrap up of this activity. I want to be able to figure out with you is, as you know, when you set these plans, that's about 50% of the way. The other 50% is actually doing it. What I want to figure out is, what do you think you need to be held accountable to these ideas that you want to do for yourself, so that by the end of your summer, you do feel happy, you do feel proud of what you were able to do.
One of my favorite ways to keep accountability for myself is to-do lists on my notes app. I love to-do lists. So do some of those and maybe like transfer the stuff that was on that board onto my notes app, because I live on my notes app. Very good at keeping me accountable and having like my family and friends help me stay accountable with my goals, and putting stuff on Google Calendar if it's a scheduled thing.
Nice. I like how you have your own task management with your notes app, and then when it comes to planning things like the sleepover and when we go to Monterey Bay, having in your calendar to like look forward to, it sounds like an effective strategy. And leaning in friends and family for accountability is also, I find that very useful. So on that note, how do you think I can support you as your older sister on those things? Like, would it be useful if I check in with you weekly on these things? Would it be helpful if you actually just like share your to-do list with me and you send a screenshot like weekly? I'm just curious if you can think of something specific that can help me better support you in making your summer how you want it to be.
Yeah, I think weekly check-ins is good, and like just sharing about my week, like a very chill check-in would be pretty helpful. And also for some of the things that I don't know as much about, like budgeting and investing, that would be helpful to just like get help on that, because you know a lot about that.
Yeah, and I think for those that are more like technical topics, we can also put time on the calendar to actually do that. Just like we set time to do this summer game planning session. In terms of this activity of brain dumping all of the ideas we have for the summer and then segmenting them into when we want to start them, and then shaping an accountability system with you and I on a scale of like 1 to 10. 10 is like, oh, this was useful and I got a lot more clarity and I think I feel more motivated to actually do those things. Or 1 is like, well, I think I already did this before and like I didn't really need something like this. Where would you say you were from 1 to 10?
I would say 10. I had a lot of goals I wanted to do this summer, but they were kind of just like stuff I want to do, not like within a specific time frame or like specific SMART goals. So I think this activity helped me a lot in understanding what my summer would look like.
Okay, well, any last thoughts or words you want to share?
Thank you so much for this summer game planning session. It was very beneficial. I suggest other people do the same.
I know we're always so silly when we hang out with each other, and I appreciate you for giving this a try. And I'm excited for the things that you want to do with me, and also the things you want to level up on, like young adult skills. And I'm happy to make that also be part of my summer plan.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Gabby.
Make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and click the notification bell to tune into more videos like this and know when they're coming out.